What is going on? When it's going on, y'all? It's a beautiful Monday. It ain't that beautiful outside. We might get a T-storm or two. Ain't no telling. You know how this shit go. You understand me? You know how I flow. But yeah, what's been going on with y'all? Look, I got my little coffee ready. It's Monday. We got a few things to talk about. But I just want to talk about senseless violence. We need to stop it, bro. Shit. I understand that the world is wicked because this is the world we live in, but the terror's got to stop. But as you experience and you walking down your feed, sometimes things just happen. You know what I'm talking about? That's why I don't mind talking. You know what I'm talking about? It's always gonna be chaos in the world because we live in it. I mean, we ain't gonna never have no justice because we don't know nothing about peace. Especially this new generation, they don't know nothing about that. It took us 2 generations to get our life together. You feel me? And the people that's of my age, they don't want to go back. You feel me? So they try all the things in their power not to go back, from witchcraft to, you know what I'm saying, falling heed to what the man may or may not say. You feel me? And most people don't even know who the man is. They don't know if he black, white, orange, green, red, purple, blue, yellow, orange. They don't know what color that man is. You know what I'm talking about? They just make it. This is a whole bunch of assumptions, no inquiries. And then when they do find out, most of them, they don't even try to shun away. They try to advance. That means they trying to get in where they fit in. Like, oh, I ain't know this how this work. And you could manipulate the masses, so on and so forth. Like I said, I ain't gonna get too far into it because I'll be here forever. You know what I'm saying? Small little 2-minute interlude, and now we're gonna get to some of these antics, and we're gonna keep it moving. You know what I'm talking about? Gotta keep it moving for the day. That's the whole premise. You know what I'm saying? Because some people can't keep it moving. Some people stuck in one place. And it ain't because they want to. You know what I mean? Sometimes God just said, you know what? You gonna stay right there. But yeah, let's get into some of these antics. Blueface was banned from Instagram. Yeah, they snatched my man old Blueface page, man. Can y'all, you know what I'm talking about? Ain't nobody come for me when it was time for me to get, when my page got took. You know what I'm talking about? And then this where I started the organic shit from. I'm like, you know what? From now on, every page I make, it's just gonna be a scratcher. You know what I'm saying? People who know me. They go come and tune in. They know I got good, viable information. You know what I'm talking about? It's on you to take heed to it. You know what I'm talking about? Some of it being parables. You gonna have to break it down, but you gotta listen. That's all. Listen. If you hear, then you hear. Hear. You know what I'm talking about? Already with the alreadys, but yeah, Blueface was banned from Instagram because he leaked some footage. You know what I'm talking about? We'll get further into it as these stories progress. But yeah, he got banned from Instagram. That's crazy. Shout out to young Keith Sweat. Shout out to Tasha K. You know what I'm talking about? You at it again, young lady. You know in this story, you got about 10 more stories. You know what I'm saying? Before I even talked about this one, but I figured this the safest one I could talk about. You know what I'm saying, publicly. You feel me? So I guess Keith Sweat ex-girlfriend came on there and she was stating how she stayed with him and played with him, and come to find out, before we get into it, let me put this disclaimer out. It's old to me, it's new to y'all. Okay, back to the lecture at hand. So I guess his girlfriend, she stated, you know what I'm saying, how she used to live with him, dance with him, and play with him. She said she came to find out that he's a cross-dresser. Now these is folks that's 60 some years old. You know what I'm talking about? You mean tell me they ain't hear they didn't inherit none of their people's traits? Come on, man. Historically, that's just what it is. You feel me? Some of the shit your people did, you going to do, whether you want to or not. Sometimes God just put it in your playbook. You don't even know what's gonna happen until you wake up and be like, you know what? I was doing whole shit my daddy did, regardless. I wasn't even trying, and I still did it. You know what I'm saying? Some things are just hereditary. That's all. That's it. And you gotta accept that you like to wear high heel shoes. I gotta hit the coffee again. That nigga said, listen, the young girlfriend, ex-girlfriend said she came in and seen all these clothes on the bed. She was looking through them like, oh, that's my size. She skimming through the shit. Woo, woo, woo. She got to the shoes and realized that the shoes weren't her size. So she went out to where Keith was at to explain it to him. He told her to put the clothes back on the bed. So she did what he asked. So he came in the room and was like, them ain't yours. She was appalled. Like, what? Ain't mine. Well, what girl you got? And woo, you know, typical things that go on in a relationship. He like, no, they mine. What? Like I said, it's all to you, new to y'all. Over to me, new to y'all. But anyway, yeah, that man is something else, ain't he? You know what I'm talking about? He can't even deny this because, you know what I'm talking about, motherfucker with his own viable information. Can't say where I got my information from, but I don't forget nothing. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, we gonna let that hang. Shout out to you, Takashi K. Some of the things you be seeing, I just be watching. I don't be saying nothing because, hey, you said enough. A lot of this shit is not allegedly. For real. But guess what? Your name might be allegedly. The information might be allegedly. Everything's allegedly. Y'all need to go to that allegedly tour. You know what I'm talking about? It's definitely going to be a hoot of fun. You know what I mean? Shout out to, I think I'm going to come back to that. Shout out to Ray J. I guess Ray J went on a rant over the weekend. I told y'all that sometime last week, Sauce Walker was streaming with Dean the Great and they Ball Lagoons. You know what I'm talking about? And he was on there acting like Sauce Walker, yelling, hollering, and screaming. You know what I'm talking about? For nothing, just to be yelling, hollering, and screaming. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make things make sense. You know what I mean? You can't make sense of nothing just by saying a whole bunch of nothing. You know what I'm talking about? Then I guess Ray J, because that's who I'm shouting out. I guess Ray J, you know what I'm saying, after the stream was over with, decided to get on TV. But before he could do that, Sauce Walker had made another video where he was in the Maybach, you know what I'm talking about, and he's selling marijuana, calling it, what was you calling that marijuana? Brandy's little brother. Because I guess he went on stream and him and Ray J had got into an altercation and he told him he was nothing. He ain't really got no money, nigga. You Brandy little brother. So he named the weed Brandy little brother. Then he decided to sell this for $600. Listen, sir. I don't know where you at, but niggas is knee deep in the game. They is not paying no $100 for no $600 for no zip of weed. Niggas not even paying $100 for a zip of weed. I'm a low totem pole nigga. You know what I'm talking about? You understand me? You know what I'm talking about? Even though low key, you know what I'm saying, I'm high on the spectrum, I am where I am right now. So nigga, I'm low on the totem pole and I'm not paying no $100 for no zip. Not even paying $100, man. Sir, so how I'm gonna pay $600? You feel me? And niggas know geographics at this point. You feel me? You should, nigga. Somebody should have been to taught you something. And if you going to a school and you ain't got geographics, like I got my daughter like algebra. So nigga, if you not mathematically inclined right now, nigga, something is wrong. Back to all what I was saying, niggas ain't paying no $600 for no ounce of weed, sir. And then you got to talking about you was just getting your anthem on. So Ray J decided he was gonna talk about your breath, talk about your weed. You know what I'm saying? Saying, nigga, just cause you called it Brandy Brother don't mean it's gonna sell, nigga. And nigga, you came to the streaming university. I guess that's what they call it. What they calling it, they saying you came and worked with us. So you came to their environment and you start acting like yourself instead of your shoe size. You feel me? And sometimes you gotta act your shoe size in certain situations and new environments. You gotta work appropriately. You know what I'm saying? So you can get the job done effectively. And the only way you can do that is if you listening. So shout out to Ray J. Shout out to Sauce Walker. You definitely got some good antics. I was highly amused. It's just it seemed like once a motherfucker got frustrated, it's like nigga can't digest all that information and be frustrated at the same time. It just doesn't work. Shout out to you though, Ray J. You know what I'm talking about? Every time they say something about your sister, boy, you go hammer. You feel me? Information was definitely need to be key in these situations. I want to shout out because I normally don't do this. I just put it in my story, but I see y'all I don't know what y'all doing with these stories lately. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So shout out to Angel. So Angel, she wanted to do the Bars Open Challenge. Shout out to Angel. Shout out to the Goods the Animal. Shout out, I forgot who the young lady was, but I watch her a lot because she like to do the shout out to Rallo. I know I'm saying your name wrong, but this is what your name is for me. So hey, if you can't find out who Rallo is, then you know what I mean, you don't watch me enough. Watch my videos and you'll know who Rallo is. So she beefing with Rallo. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, she definitely laid her tracks down too. And it's a young lady that did what was she doing? I forgot. You know, I wrote a lot of shit down, so you know I might have to go page to page. You know what I'm talking about? She a graduate. I get a computer science graduate. You know what I'm talking about? She made her a freestyle. There's a lot of freestyles going on. It's in my story though, still. I imagine it's still there. If you ain't already seen it. Yeah, Instagram where it's at. I might go pull up on me a few other sites this week. You feel me? Might do me a little TikTok. Do me a little, I always do YouTube. You know what I'm talking about? Might be doing me a little something. But shout out to Angel and Bars Open Challenge. You feel me? Shout out to you. And another shout out. Shout out Big Meech. Now this might get a little besides itself, okay? Cause I got a couple things I want to talk about when it comes to Big Meech. Big Meech and Lil Meech. And the A-listing actors. Just because you an A-list actor don't mean that you can't get on stream, sir. It will make it even better streaming. You know what I'm talking about? You pulling up with your dad. Y'all doing regular nigga shit. You know what I'm talking about? BMF been being watched since 2001, sir. It is 2026. The man been out 2 years. We don't got no viable information when it comes. Now, I know Detroit niggas because I'm one. And I'm from the east side, mind you. I'm from where you from. I know you don't like doing a whole lot of talking and a whole lot of walking. But a lot of these young men, they just want to walk and talk. And if you got any kind of give or gab, which I know Big Meech do, he know how to talk. Just to be talking, he can talk in circles. They ain't make it a Michigan U for no reason, a Detroit U for no reason. They gave it its own name because it's got its own function. So conjunction junction, what's your function, sir? Do you know how to use a verb? What about an adverb? What about a noun? What about a pronoun? You know how to do this. You can put a sentence together. You know what I'm talking about? Already with the already. What else? Oh, shout out to you. If you hear noise in the background, you know it's real. Shout out to you too, Big Meech. I seen you. You threw a little streaming party. You feel me? Had Dean the Great there. Had AB there. And you had them young ladies there. You was on them too. Hey, hold on. Where you going? This part of the house cut off. We only streaming right here in the bathroom over there. Them girls was like, what? Hold on, let me stop and let me repeat myself. You better than me, young brother. You know what I'm talking about? Because if I was Big Meech, I would have nutted up. Hold on, you can leave. You know exactly what you was doing. You know what I'm talking about? You wanted to look at the crib. This is a big crib. What else he got going on? He ain't paying no attention. He outside. The whole time he probably wasn't even drinking that cup. He was sipping it. Shit, but he had already smoked his 2-3 blunts. He high. He could deal with this type of high all night. The good weed he smoking. You feel me? And watch these niggas. You gotta figure he ain't no young nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Regardless of what's going on, he's still an elder statesman. You gotta treat him as such. But he moved like a young nigga because he was a young nigga before he left. He got the best of both worlds right now. He right in the middle. Ain't nothing like being 50, 54. You know what I'm talking about? You right in the middle. You right in the thick of shit. You know what I'm talking about? Already with the already. Or is you 53? What else, Lil Meech? Yeah, man. Them A-listers, man. Come on down off your high horse and go and get into the mix. You feel me? Only thing about being in the mix, man, is some people can't come down off their high horse. You feel me? It just come off as disingenuous. And when you disingenuous, you can't stream. You got to be a convincing liar. Cause we know most of this shit ain't true. It's fact. It's fiction instead of fact. And if you don't know that, nigga, I don't know what world you living in. It's 2026. We done said just about everything. You can click on your Instagram right now and understand the way the world works. You feel me? At least in the eyes that you looking in. You know what I'm talking about? It's on you to see what's on, to pick your head up. But yeah, Lil Meech, go on and do something with your pops. I told you that already. You sat back, you let your pops do his thing. You know what I'm saying? Now y'all put your two clever heads together, make something happen. See, I'm gonna be on here forever, so we're gonna move on. You know what I'm saying? To shout out Kim Cole. I seen you on Dion Cole's. I only seen this snippet. I ain't finna lie. And you was talking about young Gerald and how you was the jump off. You know what I'm talking about? And you ain't even mind. That's why I like Kim Cole. She ain't even mind being the jump off. She like, look, I was young. I was in my 20s. We went to a concert. Next thing you know, I'm throwing my own. You know what I'm talking about? And back when you was young, that's just what it was. Motherfuckers was partying, doing acid and having fun. You know what I'm talking about? If you wasn't off no Quaaludes back then, niggas thought something was wrong with you. But like I said, I can go on forever with that. I just wanted to shout out to you, Kim Cole, and Yo Jump Off. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Jaylen Brown, Lemmy Plummer, and the lawsuit allegations. So I guess conversation was had between Jolene and Lemmy. Lemmy is from the Baddies Club branding company. You know what I'm talking about? He's like the CEO. You feel me? Of this said company now. Neiman Plummer went on and on and on and on and on again about how he was not soliciting the females from Baddies Club. The conversation was leaked, and he was having a conversation. You can read between the lines. We both can. We're not, you know what I'm saying? We're not incompetent. So we understood what you were saying when you were saying what you were saying when you were saying it. And you basically was coercing her to go along with what you had going on. You feel me? Like we ain't friends. We more like associates. We can have our rendezvous from time to time, but we got to keep it professional when we on set. And as long as you agree with that, we can sign these papers and we can continue on with whatever kind of relationship that we're abiding in. And she was cool with that until her feelings got involved. Now she wanted a little bit more than what you willing to give. And you really wasn't willing to give none of that. You just wanted to have some jump off, sir. And you fucked around and jumped off the bridge, and you ain't had no parachute, you ain't had no bungee cord, and you thought you was gonna make it. You was falling and falling and falling until you hit the pavement. Now all your bones broke and you can't walk, and you're using a sippy cup. Yeah, because when you crash in situations like this, nigga, you don't fall, you hit the ground hard. So all is well, sir, but you got a sexual lawsuit. And the way that tape was taping, it might be a tight fight for you, especially in a lawyer conversational form. Yeah, it's going to be a tough fight for you, good brother. I pray for you, though. I pray for everybody when it comes to shit like this, because I don't want to see SA on no one. This shit is not what it is. Yeah, this going to be a long video, because we only halfway through, and it's already 20 minutes. So, you know, this going to be an hour. Then I got a whole nother sheet over here, so... yeah, we're going to be here for a while. Y'all might as well get your popcorn ready. Shout out to Lehman and Jay Lynn Brown. You know what I'm talking about? Hope things go the way they supposed to. Now this is disturbing, man. I don't even know. I was doing this information and I couldn't come to grips with writing this shit down. So I did my best. Forgive me if I don't got this information right. So we got a 3-year-old. Where's this at? I don't even know where this is. I told you, it was so disturbing. I just wrote her down. I wrote her down. She was a 3-year-old. Her last name was Cunningham. You know what I'm saying? Then I got her name was Jafari. Think I'm saying right. Jafari, Jafari. I look. Her last name is Cunningham. That's what I'm calling her, Miss Cunningham. And Robert Fisher. Robert Fisher is the person that SA'd her and unalived this 3-year-old. You feel me? Like I said, I'm shaking now. It was disturbing to me because it's like you 3 years old. You know what I'm saying? I guess Robert got left with the 3-year-old while the mother went to work. She come home. You know what I'm talking about? Baby got bruises all over her. She's unalived. Feel me? They have to take him into custody. Yeah, it's a disturbing defeat, man. I hate seeing kids going through the shit they be going through because a fucking adult can't control his anger. Shit is crazy. Astronomical, you ask me. Well, like I said, I couldn't write the information down. I apologize to the family, to the friends of Mrs. Cunningham, and I hope Robert Fisher goes under the jail. Oh, man. I guess I can get into this. This probably made me feel a little better. I call this segment Eagles and Crows. Now, it was once an eagle that was sitting on top of a ledge. And he met a crow. Now, him and the crow been hunting and doing their thing, you know what I'm saying, every season. You feel me? They find them some nuts. They find some berries, some twigs. They make nests. They do everything as friends. You know what I'm saying? This went on for years. Then one day, you know, the eagle, you know what I mean, gets into it with the crow. Argument, you know what I'm saying, null and void. Okay? The crow decides to jump on the eagle's back and start pecking at the eagle. The eagle did nothing. The eagle just jumped. He went to the edge of the building and jumped off and started soaring. Okay, the crow is still on the back of him, picking at his neck. See, he was soaring and soaring and soaring, and the eagle got so high that the oxygen got thin for the crow, and the crow just fell to plummet. Basically, he plummeted to his death. You know what I'm talking about? And the eagle went to shed his skin. 6 months later, the eagle was sitting on top of the ledge again. No sign of the crow. You know what I'm talking about? And I say all that to say this. Don't keep letting these crows pick at you. Soar. Go as high as you can. You know what I'm saying? Go so high that they can't go no higher. You know what I'm saying? The oxygen can get thinner. You know what I mean? And they fall off. You know what I'm saying? What was also stated in the conversation was, nigga, don't go down there in the mud and start playing in the dirt. You an eagle. What is you down there playing in the dirt with the pigeons and the fucking crows? Trying to blend in, knowing goddamn well you was too big to be playing in that mud, sir. Yeah, don't go down there and, you know what I'm saying, go picking meat with the vultures. You can't even digest none of this. You feel me? You just there just to be there. But I could talk about this forever too. Let's move on to the next subject. Ooh, I don't even know where this is at. What I want to talk about, since I can't make out what the hell I was writing when I was writing it. Let's talk about Young Miami and spend that shit. So I guess over this week we've been talking about spend that shit, India Ari, and the whole boycott situation. Some artists came out and said some things. Some artists came out and didn't say some things. But the most part, the biggest part of all this was the conversation that Trick had, and how people just can't take the information, take heed to the information. You know what I'm saying? I understand that it's just what it is, and I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. Long as it doesn't influence the masses, then it doesn't infect. As long as it pleases the masses, then it won't affect the bottom line. I had to make sure I say that correctly, so that you can digest it. Maybe go and find out what it means. You know what I'm talking about? So at the end of the day, nigga, they don't care. As long as you dancing and the summer has been won, they can go and move on to the next. That's how they move on to the next shit. You know what I'm saying? If it's let's just say it's 70 million black folks, and I got 50 million dancing, I don't need to worry about that 20. It's going to eventually affect you. Even if I only get 10 of you, 15 of you, I done won. Because I got the 80 already. They already doing their thing. I just need to convince this 20. Because if I can convince them, then it won't affect that. Because there is a vice versa to this. Nigga, I could be the 20, but I'm so influential that I can affect the 80. You know what I'm saying? And that wouldn't vote well for the common viewers. So, you know, they do their due diligence. You only thing about it is they done got so good that you don't even know it's being effective. You feel me? Just don't know. Shout out to Zeke Williams from New Era, Detroit. I heard what you said about the 250 years. At least somebody seen it, saw it, see it, know it. You know what I'm talking about? And that just goes to show, if you and we on the low end of the totem pole. If I know you understand, it's a masses that understand. They just don't want to do nothing about the understanding. And I said this last month before last, maybe even 2-3 months ago. Niggas don't want to fall on the sword. They'll make them though. Shit. Shout out to you though, Zeke. You know what I'm talking about? You doing great things for the community. I do want to address one thing though, Zeke. If I could come outside, I would. I'd probably be more active too. You know what I'm talking about? But it is what it is, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Hey, now I mean I ain't gonna stop doing my activism. Shit. And that's just the way it go, bro. What's your shout out to Jill Scott. I think I'm gonna play this again. Might even put it on my story. Like I've been doing. I'm gonna do this for probably the rest of the year. Jill Scott and the national anthem. Yeah. When we gonna start using the blood, sweat, and tears. You feel me? It all starts with what we need to start with. Need to start with the voters. Need to start, yeah. You get enough ignorant excuse my language. You get enough ignorant laws passed, yeah, niggas will wake up and start doing shit like the old days. Cause it was funny how they said that the black man made the light bulb and then the white man invented the light bill. Yeah, only thing they can do is make laws and bills. They can't make nothing happen. And look, I also was listening to some shit and the motherfucker said, listen, you know what I'm saying? Strong, what does it say? Strong man. A strong man builds a weak infrastructure. I can't really pronounce it correctly because I ain't got to sit it right in front of me. But next time it come across my desk, I'm going to write it down. We're going to talk about it. You feel me? How after generations of wealth, by the 4th or 5th generation, motherfuckers is back at square one. You know why? Because they didn't learn from previous generations. You know what I'm saying? How to build international wealth. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, that shit, it be boggling my mind. You know what I'm saying? How the world works. Yeah, we definitely gonna do 2 of these. You feel me? Drewski and his young skits. Look, listen here, sir. You and baby girl are doing a wonderful job. You know what I'm talking about? We gonna see how long the money's last though, cause y'all can only talk about each other's weight for so long. I like how she be in the kitchen, but you can only talk about the kitchen for so long. You know what I mean? The coming up with the small car sound bite, that was straight. I liked that. You see me laughing out. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Drewski. Shout out to Kevin Hart. Dr. Umar said, don't do that no more. I concur. You know what I'm talking about? You want to get more valuable information, go talk to Dr. Umar. All I can say is I concur, sir. And the next time we see it, we definitely gonna talk about it. Even if I gotta go a whole week talking about it, we definitely gonna do that. I'm with that. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to 50 Day Rapper. Now, this particular rapper, she did a 50-day challenge because she was trying to graduate with honors from school, but she was asking Lil Baby to pay off her tuition, I imagine, and her graduation situation, her grad school situation, and he did it. And she had made another rap and asking the people what she should go do. Continue your studies. Ain't nothing out here. Now I want you to fall into the raptures of love. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? Caught up in the rapture of love. No one else can compare. Yeah. Get your Anita Baker on, nigga. Disappear. You know what I'm saying? Come out with a better version of yourself. You know what I'm talking about? Because you trying to jumping into these waters really ain't it. We're gonna get into like 2, 3 more, and then we're gonna do a whole new video, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? We're gonna call this part 1. Talking your shit. You know what I'm talking about? Already with the already. That might be my segment. Nigga talk yo, you know what I'm talking about? Carlise. Carlise is Blueface's baby mama. I mean, Blueface's mother. Excuse my language. Don't mean to offend or harm anyone. This is my disclaimer. Shout out to you, Miss Carlise. You know what I'm talking about? Already with the already. So, guess Carlise, she had a multitude of things to talk about. But I guess she wanted to talk about Jalen, which is, it's a lot of Jaylens, ain't it? Because you got the Jalen that went with Lemmy Plummer. Then you got Jalen that's hanging out with Blueface. Now, I guess Jalen had a sex tape leaked. And this is why Blueface's information is banned from Instagram. Because he leaked the tape and they took his channel. But who leaked the tape first? Did they delete his channel as well? You know what I'm talking about? Already with the alreadys. So I guess Carlise went on to say that, hey, look at the way she was doing her thing. Looked like she loved the DICK. You know what I'm talking about? She was even told by one of the baby mamas that his wang might be a little bigger. So I guess she had to go into troubled waters. You know what I'm talking about? Find out for herself. She ain't know that the information was gonna get told to the masses. She just did her thing. You know what I'm talking about? And Carlise like, shit, don't come for her. For what? You ain't come for that man. When he got 100 different women here and there and everywhere. Now you want to talk about how she moving and grooving. Let her move and groove. You know what I'm talking about? Let her have some clear understanding. You know what I'm saying? Shit, he wasn't mad. And shit, he got the tape and was laughing. Like, look at this. She ain't even better than baby old boy baby mama. So he had to hit old boy baby mama. But that's the shit I gathered from it. Like, damn, they just whoring around, I would imagine. You know what I'm talking about? Here's a whore, there's a whore, everywhere's a whore. We just didn't know Jonathan was slanging promiscuously. You know what I'm talking about? And he was doing it raw. You feel me? Nigga, put a condom on, sir. We wouldn't have none of this information. But that's no here nor there. To end the segment, let me talk my shit. You know what I'm talking about? The best part, I've been waiting on this whole time. You see, I had to sit back, let you see my shirt, let you see the writing on the wall. You know what I'm talking about? My young Red Wing said, I'm just sitting back, got my pistons going. You know what I'm talking about? Just a little small things to a giant. Let me talk my shit. I'm gonna say that like 2 or 3 times. This is my disclaimer. Parental advisory, explicit content. You know what I'm talking about? Beyonce knows his father. Mr. Knowles. I guess you went on one of these podcasts and you wanted to talk your shit. You know what I'm talking about? Damn, you are something else, And now, look, I heard this video like 2, 3 times. I might even go watch it again, right? Excuse my language. Let me say, I've been a millionaire since the 80s, baby. Fuck is you talking about? Nigga, I the one put them on. They wouldn't even know nothing about Star shirts if I wasn't putting them on. You know what I'm talking about? I was in that bitch like the Jackson 5. Nigga, do this. Do that. We need 2 spins. We don't need 1 spin. Oh, you can sing and you pretty. Nigga, we gonna put you at the forefront. Oh, you ugly bitches, please stand the fuck back. I've been doing this a long time. I know what I'm doing. And look what you did. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know why they want you to talk your shit. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, shit, nigga say, I've been rich. We been had money. We been moving and grooving. Ain't nobody made me. I made them. What is you talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Already with the alreadys. But yeah, let him talk his shit. He definitely got $1 million worth of game. Definitely can teach you something. You want to win? You know what I'm talking about? I don't know. You a little outdated too. The world has different functions now. But hey, I'm pretty sure you ain't no slouch. You know what I'm talking about? You'll get right into the thick of things. You know what I'm talking about? Already with the alreadys. I have no doubt in my mind. If you was to come out with 5 artists, out of them 5 artists, we talking about right here today, out of them 5 artists, at least 2 of them will be famous. The other 3, they might make it, but they ain't gonna be famous. I got 2 of them gonna be famous for sure. If you have 5 artists, 2 of them, yeah, they gonna do their thing. Cause I just believe in your craftiness. You know what I'm talking about? Already with the alreadys. But we ain't gonna get into too many more specifics. No, but we got a whole nother video. You feel me? And if you see the light, you know it's real. And with all that being said, as the old saying goes, the smoke's gone, I'm gone.